Well, here we are in Sandpits field at Overbury. It's the 27th of March 2012, and this is an area of the farm that's been in stewardship since about 2000. Started off in the countryside stewardship scheme, then moved into the HLS scheme. Managed for breeding lapwing habitat. So basically we create every year a sort of spring seedbed area here. We've got some sort of meadow type grassland over in the far corner there, and this year Rod and Paul, who are our keeping team, or part of them, came up with the idea of breaking into the land drains, which are down here. We've got one 6-inch drain here that probably runs for about a kilometre actually, way up through the middle of the farm, breaking into that and diverting the land drainage water down this little channel and then into this area to try and keep it wetter for longer, and that will have a better habitat for insects to be breeding, and then for young wader chicks to be fed on. So that's what we're doing there. Goes for a long way, and there is very little water actually running down this out of this pipe. I don't know if you can see it in the shadow there, but very little water coming out of there. We've left it with the option that if it doesn't work, we have problems with it, we can just reconnect that drain up and away it goes again. That's put in for my benefit, I have to say. And then the other channel, that disappears off down there. So we've got these, hopefully we'll have two sort of created wetlands lasting a bit longer through the season, bit of nesting habitat there. And then as we come across this part of the field, we've got a beetle bank here to basically divide the area between crop farmland and conservation area. Bit of a grass margin there, and then we've got as part of the HLS scheme a unharvested, unfertilised headland, and basically we're going to leave this through next winter to provide some bird food. Now the season has not been kind to some of these wheat seedlings. A lot of crows have been on here through January. We planted it on the frost, so I think we might end up just spinning a bit of mustard or something in there, maybe a bit of fodder radish, just to try and create a bit more of a habitat. Then as we come across the field here, this is gallant winter wheat, probably at about growth stage 30. Just had a fungicide, bit of growth regulator, just to try and even some of these tillers up. A bit of manganese, bit of copper, and then in the middle of the field here we've got a 1 hectare lapwing nesting plot as well. So we're giving plenty of options and opportunities for some of these game birds, well not just game birds but wild birds to actually find somewhere to nest. That's nice and open there, not too many predator points. And talking of predators, just very quickly, if we go back this way, a little bit of black grass there, I have to remember that. Still managing to do a bit of farming in amongst all the conservation. Just over here, walked a bit too far really, but on the beetle bank we've been placing about every 200 metres some feeder bins, which will fill up probably a couple of times from now. Hopefully that'll last to the end of May, and the idea there is to try and provide adult game birds. Be nice to think they were grey partridges, maybe in time they will be, but at the moment in realistic terms probably pheasants, and then maybe some of the French partridges, the grey-legged ones, the red-legs to nest in some of these areas as well. So we've got a little feeder there that should be able to provide a bit of food around. But while we're talking about predation, and I'll just whiz past here very quickly, we've got a larsen trap. I'm not going to get too close, I'll get it stretched out. There we go, we're trying to, there's a crow in there. We're trying to, it's all very legal, it's got a perch, some shaded area there where he's up just above the perch, got water, got food in there. And basically we've had problems with corvids predating lapwing nests here in the past. So as part of the active management of the the habitat, if you like. We're trying to reduce the numbers to try and give lapwing nests and their chicks a bit of a helping hand. We're doing that catching magpies, crows, yeah, all part of the management. Anyway, I've got to get going. Hope that's been good. Speak to you later.